spinal problems, a stroke, kidney problems, skin diseases, cancer below stage 4, gati ya marwaire ande amange. Inyoranga nigo bakurwaria bagutumika amaliogo yegenka ayo arosirine kambani emanyekanete buna BF Suma Kenya nigo boigo bagokora scanning ase enchira ebwenrete elio banyarko bakomanyanga i obokongu bwao boberete. Inyoranga nigo bagokora kurwari tukoria Jumatatu goika Ijuma chinsa chiokole mermo chinsa ibere goika chinsa ikominemo chiamagoroba. Nigo bagotuka ase a building ya Imperial second floor ase erumu namba inye. Ase amange bakeresi migwetera enoti isano na ibere eyemo isano na ibere eyemo isano na ibere isano nemo isato isano na isato isato 0717176383 gose enoti isano na ibere kianda isano na isato enoti eyemo isano na isato isano nemo isano inye gose 0798018654 tochandika naende nyora obugwenia ase ligoli lyainse kegima
ine maneno mancho muligererio mwa Mugusi TV nigo chire chinsa isano nichideka isatu imeomuchie o Dallas ense ya America nabo igokurwa asomuchie o Beirut ne chinsa 12 chia mogoroba kurende kurwa Afrika ya mocha orogongo no ruagusi amona Kenya ngima ensa emo chia utukideka isatu kana koletera Amang'Ana Amayia asenchira yogo ikira nukurwa somogobani o Camel Park eyemwa Mugusi TV goro kwa Dennis Ouru. Shakira Amang'Ana ito akurwa asense moya keumbu eyire meye county ya Kisii magega yomo chief aserieta Michael kwaba gusirio bugima bwae kolengana no roboti ururwa liganigwa no mulikito Lilian Nyanchira omo chief kwaba nigathenene tigwemeremo magega yokonyorwa namamocho bunoroche bicha ya ere ase screen ya ogabu nigathenene tigwemeremege ka kimyaka 3 ya erire kurende magega yaye akagenda sikikambiro kwirwanirira guika akabueki nekyo kurende nonya nabo abuoli tukolia Jumatano magega yaye kubueki no musike kwaba nigariganetie omuyega guchenga nabantu bae kurwabu akaire nabuoye ikikirerete akamagaka na gusirio bugima bwae nonya nabo bolingolia mbogenderete nabanyanyimbo kolengana no gusira okuo kwarenge ogwa mubasukano ko mochifu yo borogongoruo umusike kwaba tigana na iyo tuligererie siasa anene ye mubwatiranetio mo Deputy President Daktari William Samoei Ruto magega ya Amang'Ana mange gukwanerwa kurwa bo muchakano bwe wiki gati yabo goikabusio gusigati yabo mwaziri bo burendi bweme Daktari Fred Matiang'i goikabusio bwe komiti bunge kwerera iguru ye nibo ya yabwata monokuru kwaye abarendi musike Ruto litkolia rero asobomenyo bwaye imeyo muchie Nairobi ensemo ya Karen nigo aumerana na barai bande balia bagotiotereria eganga yae gati yabiria Ruto akwanira ngamo no gusegeta eganga yae ya bottom up economy abuasate babuna emerobiro nigebekire eligochia koike kwabuya anene asoko babwatesia abaonchirelia balia bakoro bonchirelia bakoboke gati barai abaikirana ase egikarekyo ngamo no senator Omochore gasi county ya Nairobi Musubati Millicent Omanga oyo kabero mujumbe bwensemo ya Starehe Margaret Wanjiru abajumbe ao gati abulio bwensemo ya Embakasi George Theuri amo nabande oroboti oruo unatokoronyora asenchira yechibicha.
Safari hii uchaguzi inakuja hapa mbele, sote tumekubaliana ya kwamba yule ambaye ako na sera ya vile vijana watapata kazi ndio tutamsikiza. Yule ambaye ako na sera ya vile mfanyabiashara mdogo atajengewa soko, apatiwe biashara ya kufanya biashara yake iinuke, ndio tutaongea na yeye. Yule ambaye ako na mpango vile tutahakikisha kwamba wakulima wanazalisha chakula zaidi, ndio tupunguze gharama ya maisha katika taifa letu la Kenya, ndio tutasikizana na yeye. That is the conversation we want to have as a nation. And I want to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, the people of the great city of Nairobi, this city is the city of hustlers. And we are saying we are going to have a paradigm shift. We are going to get away from the politics of the yesteryears, where leaders and positions and power was the discussion. We are going to have a new conversation in Kenya. And it is going to be about ordinary people, the jobless, and how we are going to create jobs so that they can have hope. It's going to be about the ordinary small business people and the empowerment that we are going to give them so that they can grow their enterprises, grow their businesses. And it's going to be about the ordinary farmers and how we are going to support them to produce more so that they can access markets and we can reduce the cost of living and begin to scale the heights of moving forward and moving up the ladder. All of us are citizens of the Republic of Kenya.
Basi bono tugutikana yayo mo Deputy President Dr. William Samoei Ruto tuligereri murai bwe kiama gya ODM Raila Odinga rero sichiabisi chia ekiama ekyo Orange House nikabaligania babwatani Amayia gochia ase ekiama ekyo gati yabali abaikirana noyo kabeire mu Women Representative County ya Nairobi musubati Esther Passaris oyo konganya korua ase ekiama gya Kenya Social Congress naboigo asuria ororekana gukwana Amang'ana amukuna Raila Odinga munababwatani bwe kiama ekyo no murai bwe kiama kya maendeleo ya wanawake imeye county ya Mandera omosubati Abdi Uba.
Tuliongea juu mambo ya katiba. Tukoleta hii BBI shabaha yake haikuwa ni kubadilisha katiba. Tuli identify 9 points. Ilikuwa 9-point agenda. Hizo 9 points walipokuwa wanaongea na Wakenya ni kasababisha mapendekezo ya kubadilisha katiba. The intention was not initially to amend the constitution. BBI was meant to solve specific problems which you identified in the 9-point agenda. So it became imperative that certain areas you could not do without touching certain parts of the constitution. Now there are extensive consultations. Ile tume tuliweka ilitembea Kenya hii sio mara moja, mara karibu mara 3. Wakaongea na Wakenya. Sisi wenyewe tukapeleka ile ngoma ya reggae. Tulianzisha Kisii, tukaenda Kakamega, tukaenda Mombasa, tukaenda Kitui, tukaenda Narok, tukaenda Garissa, tukaenda Meru, pembe zote za Kenya. Unasema ati there was not enough consultations, that wananchi hawakuhusishwa. Kama wananchi hawakuhusishwa, mimi sijui what public participation is about. Sijui wale majaji sijui walikuwa wametoka mbinguni. Kama walikuwa naishi hapa Kenya wangeona. Wakenya wengi wanajua ya kwamba walikuwa nasema uongo. Lakini sisi tunasema tunaheshimu, hiyo ni maoni yao. Mimi sijakubaliana maoni yao, lakini naheshimu. Manake wamepewa hiyo jukumu. Sawa sawa. Hiyo sasa tumeweka kando, tutaangalia baadaye. Na tukiungana na marafiki wetu. Sasa tuko na marafiki wetu kama wa Jubilee, tuko nao hapo. Tugine vyama vingine ambavyo vitakuja hapa na pale. Tunashirikiana nao pamoja ili tuweze kuunganisha Wakenya wawe kama kitu kimoja.
Gana na ya siasa tuligereria bakori mirimo be University ya cooperative yere county ya Nairobi nigo bacha kumugiro litukoria rero askeri bakogenda mamenje gose bakwe murungania ogutanyora enengo yabo asama tukabwango igaba kuri mirimo University nigo konye baroberi umugiro abo asekyombe kyabo kigekuru nga wasu nse yobotenene bwaye Constantine Wesonga baba bagotuguterare umugiro yo elitukoria Jumatatu wiki.
University is also in the habit of retaining monies meant for staff as witnessed in the 2010-2013 and 2013-2017 CBA cycles, as well as the failed attempts, which we now rescued, of the 2017-2021 CBA arrears. So this is what we want to stop, and we want to call on the public and any other agencies to come to our help, because the situation is not good at the Cooperative University.
Until every last member of staff has received the new salary scales, and I'm not saying a memo saying they have paid salaries, a member of staff confirming a bank alert that they have received those monies. If that does not happen, we will continue picketing and there will be no learning at the Cooperative University.
Mwanchwa ayo kunyonyora kurua Mwamugusi TV enkoro yo Mugusi kurua somogobani o Camel Park chinsemo chia Nyanguru Kiogoro. Tonyore asensemo ya Facebook Mwamugusi TV na boigo asensemo ya YouTube Mwamugusi TV. Asensemo ya Twitter tonyore @Mwamugusi TV_Kenya. Na boigo ase website www.mwamugusitv.co.ke obego konyora Amang'ana ya iga bunagenderete gwateka. Tuskatambe togenda somutimoko tokwirana ngenderere gukumanyia.
Mwamugusi ine wachandirwe na marwire yobomenyo ase umubiro wasege kabono tochandeka no nyang'ake International Herbal Center nigo bahokoreria okurwaria kwa marwire akobwatia diabetes, asthma, arthritis, spinal problems, stroke, kidney problems, skin diseases, cancer below stage 4 gati ya marwire ande amange inyoranga nigo bakurwaria bagutumika amaliogo yegenka ayo arosirene kambani emanyekanete buna BF Suma Kenya nigo boigo bagokora scanning ase enchira ebwenrete elio banyarko bakomanyanga i obokongu bwao boberete inyoranga nigo bagokora kurwari tukoria Jumatatu goika Ijuma chinsa chokole mermo chinsa ibere goika chinsa ikominemo chiamagoroba nigo bagotuka ase a building ya Imperial second floor ase erumu namba inye ase amange bakeresi migwetera enoti isano na ibere eyemo isano na ibere eyemo isano na ibere isano nemo isato isano na isato isato 0717176383 gose enoti isano na ibere kianda isano na isato enoti eyemo isano na isato isano nemo isano inye gose 0798018654 tochandika naende nyora obugwenia ase ligoli lyainse kegima
ine omugusi omugima ase kwabita nubwate duka nubwate chinyumba hotel chi hardware amone biasara binde au otagete bimanyekane no mugusi omugima bono igetisini kyao kyamwe Mugusi TV yakorera bagalia bere gutangaza ibiasara byao ase ligoli enusu nabo igogekohe omotinyo yo mubusa gitari ko church nonya neshiringi libagiri lyabene gose eofeye nigere eyabantu gose asegedesini yeitoge kurambali yeika bunabuno Kisii, Nyamira, Homa Bay, Siaya, Kericho County, Nandilza, Chinsemo cha Kakamega, Chinsemo cha Bungoma, Pometa, Chinsemo cha Naroko, Aliasumubaga Oposia, Chinsemo cha Nakuru, Naboigo Chinsemo cha Sirale, ase okwemanyia mange totalire ase chovisi chitu chikotoka asomo bugani Okamel Park Hotel aje somochi okyugoro bose twakere simi ase nambeye enogo isano na ibere inye eyemo isano na ibere inye isano na isato eyemo Mwamugusi TV enero enkoro yomugusi buna busongo enthe gukina rituko ase erinde nabo igo teknolojia itu ase omochi busongo nero nigente gukina rituko ase erinde bono ase abantu bari bagosoma online na gukora chigasi online bono tobaritire Amang'ana Amaya notakite office eri private ase gukorera igasi ya umuntu atari guchanda hub icons research technology innovation aiga asicho visijitu ngoko atole ebintu bikuru kuna high speed internet ideal co-working space online technical support ICT furnished boardrooms consultancy lounge research lab exclusive workstations snack cave chilly out garden area recreational center kwemanya mange iguru ya icons hub so ase omutandao o Twitter tuligie @icons hub ase omutandao o Facebook gutoka torororo tuligie icons hub so Instagram gutoka torororo @icons hub gose tuligie ase inamba yesimi enogo isano na ibere isano nemo kianda ibere isano enogo isato enogo kwemanya mange totalere ime ya Mwalimu International Hotel wose maiga ya Mwalimu Sako.
Karibu na ndo mwanchumo ligerelia ngenderere gukumanyia buna genderete gwatika inyurange ye Mwamugusi TV enkoro Mugusi korwa somo govani Okamel Park chinsemo chia Kyogoro egesaku Kyogiek ni gobono bacha kireokora egeikaro eliogo chikomanyanga ningora chikoira libagaria yenya gusira Victor Prangei buna omoseneta omochore magega ya egusiryo bogimana ko enigwa weekend ya eta gati yabamenyi kurwa se county ya Nakuru niko bagotebanga nigo bamuganetie Peter Chiruyot oyore omuliki ase kiama gya Jubilee imeye county ya Nakuru koira libagerio
Prangei na Peter Kiplangat Chiruyot walikuwa twins, majina yao yako kwa Jubilee, sio majina ya kwenda kutafutwa. Na ingawaje Tuju amesema ya kwamba kiti tunarudishia Ogiek, formula ya kurudishia Ogiek hiyo formula ndiyo hakuna. Na tukiruhusu hiyo formula ya kusema Ogiek wamepatiwa kiti, tutakuwa na mikutano mingi. Ingine zitakuwa watu wata create ma workshop wakitafuta endorsement. Watu watazunguka kule mashinani wakitafuta kuungwa mkono. Kwa hivyo kile ambacho mimi nasema ni kwamba wako na majina. Wanaweza kutumia hiyo jina kwa sababu muda hakuna.
Raundi hii wapewa mama. Kwa sababu sisi wa mama tumebaki na uchungu mingi sana. Na tumebaki na maswali mingi sana. Sasa hiyo ndio ninaomba rais kwa unyenyekevu angalie sisi. Ndio tuweze kuweka chini jamii yenye siko huko na tukutanishe ambaye kitu imekuwa kisingumukuti mambo ya ardhi.
Tunaambia Mheshimiwa Rais Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta wale waliketi ofisi moja hapa Nakuru na kuongea na kujadili maneno ya hiyo kiti. Hawa ni watu ya UDA na hii kiti ni kiti ya Jubilee. Tunataka mtu ya Jubilee apewe hiyo kiti. Ile msoso mulikuwa na hii watu ya UDA akina Murkomen akina Kiptoo yotko maskasi tu wa Kericho, hiyo maneno yote ipunguze hiyo moto ili tuone kwamba tumepata mtu mwenye amesoma na mwenye anajali jamii ya Ogiek kutoka Tinet, Naiswet, Marioshoni na hata sehemu za Narok South.
Togo tigana na iyo tuligereria barimi bemesie asensemo ya Nyando nigo bamereirie gose nigo bemurunganeirie okulemerwa ye magega ye factory emesi ya Chemilil neria ya Kibos koba chigosiekwa chikambani chio nigo korengana na barimi abo bemesie bagote babone mesi yawe igosarika nabo igo kwenyorera kwabo engeria nigo kwabeire ogokongo na nigo bakuburia serikali yesokie ilio kubakonya na barabuo begendereri kibugima.
Kibet Kogo. Mimi natoka upande wa Rift Valley. Na naomba hii serikali atuonolee hii shida ambayo tuko naye hapa. Tangu juzi ambaye saa hii imefikia wiki moja tukiwa hapa. Tunalilia serikali yetu na waziri wote waangalie jinsi wenye vile wakulima wanaweza mwaga miwa, ikiwa wanaweza tengenezea sisi viwanda ambaye kama Chemelil saa hii haifanyi. Hiyo Chemelil ni kampuni ya serikali. Tusije tukategemee upande moja na hakuna usaidizi yote tunaweza pata. Sasa sisi tunalia kama wakulima, serikali angalia namna ambaye atafanya uwezo ili mkulima apate namna ya kumwaga mali zake kwa viwanda yoyote ambaye inaendelea hapa Kenya.
Na unasema
as you can see, we have tractors here that have spent close to 1 week. The reason being, Kibos Sugar, which is a private company, broke down turbine. Number 2 is Chemelil Sugar cane down the road is on maintenance, and Moroni Sugar is only able to crush slightly over 1,000 tons per day. So the cane that was in the field has now come to the way bridges. That is the West Kenya way bridges of this is Mwani, there's one in Berere, there's one in Kericho, and Moroni also is full to the brim. This is a culmination of bad leadership, and the blame squarely sits with the chairman for the Agriculture Committee, Honorable Silas Tiren. Had your committee done a good job and passed the sugar bill the way Mheshimiwa wa Munyinyi envisioned, we could not be here.
Ni kama milioni 3-4 hivi ambaye tuko naye sasa hivi. Vile miwa inakauka kwa madrela, matinga inapata panja, madreva inaumia kwa njaa, na hakuna mtu ambaye anaasol na sisi hapa dunia hii. Hivyo ndio naomba serikali atuangalilie jinsi tunaweza pona katika Kenya hii. Nafikiri ni hayo tu, sina maneno mengi.
That is why my appeal is on Honorable Mel, who sits in the committee and is the MP for Tindret. He's the MP for some of these guys here. Honorable Koyo, where we are, this is his constituency. Honorable Shakil Chabir, Kisumu East, they came from Kisumu East. Honorable Jared Okelo, there is came from Nyando. We also have Honorable Hillary, who comes from Kipkelion West, and the MP for Ainamoi. This is a problem that requires you people to solve. It is up to you guys to make legislation in parliament. That is not our job. That is your job. That's why we elected you. So if the Agriculture Committee can sit down with the Cabinet Secretary of Agriculture, who has done a tremendous job in reforming the sector, and agree on a way forward to help these people. This is a truly saddening situation. We should not be here. We are here because of lack of leadership. You can see, up to now, there is no county official who has come here. There is no leader who has come to see what is actually going on. It is unfortunate. And so, my appeal is to the Honorable Tiren. Kindly throw your amendments aside and pass the sugar bill as it is. Whatever happens, we will deal with it in the future. Thank you.
Yes, I'm Amayia Kotamoto from this region. Some of the challenges we are facing as the sugarcane farmers in this area, our challenges are many. One, right now there's a maintenance which is going on at Kibos Sugar Factory. But since Kibos went on a own maintenance, we as the transporters and as the farmers, the only mill which is around us now is West Kenya Sugar Company. But the challenge which we are seeing, our canes have been here for about 1 week and a half, and that has brought a very big loss to us. That one brings us to very big loss, and such a case, in such a scenario, you find that some of the tractors which used to take make their sugarcane to Kibos sugar factory, when they reached at West Kenya mill branch, they are not being allowed to put their sugarcane there. They have been told that they are not the usual customers which normally brings their canes to be there. Now that has been it is very challenging to us as the transporters and as the farmers. It brings us the response that we do get from them is that if you are not always a usual customer here, you either take your meal to Kibos Sugar Factory or Chemelil. But we have had that Chemelil resumed by yesterday. So you find that some tractors have gone to Chemelil Sugar Factory while others are being taken to Kibos Sugar Factory. That's the major problem.
Karibu na ndo mwancho muligeria togendere kumanyia togende paka se county ya Murang'a abo ase abaonchereria ba matatu ase county iyo ba momochirie omonyakero gobwe kiombe kya matatu Kenya matatu Owners Association me Kenya yomanyirebo na Simon Kimutai ase ogotatuara gose asoko baroreria anene asobokoreri bwabo nigo abaonchereria baiga abe murunganirie askari bagotebanga mbara aligereri gobia nabo igo enchira obokoreri bwa Kimutai bokorwegwa nigo bokororekana kurigereria ensemo emo gati abali baikaraneta gosibaikirana sege kalekyo ngamo nomo governor bwe county ya Laikipia Nderitu Mureithi na boigo moimen rep bwe county ya Murang'a Musubati Sabina Chege.
Some of the people who government calls in their meeting, we don't know them. Yeah, you may know them by names or you may know them who they are, but they don't represent us. People like Kimutai, people like Mbogwa, some of these people even don't have PSVs, they don't have even SACCOs. But yet, they purport to represent us, whatever that they speak or they do.
There are many things that the government is doing, and we are not able to reach to their users. And a good example in our meeting today that has come is about BRT, that will affect majority of the matatu SACCOs that are within Thika Road, Githurai. And the people who are being called in government meetings are not the real people who are operating.
A lot of people in the matatu, they don't know what is BRT. Who is going to run BRT? So, and so many other things, the ills in this industry. So we request the government to help us to have that, to facilitate through the NTSA, to call the SACCOs, and we have a meeting and elect our real, true leaders who will from there be communicating with the government of the day.
While thanking the government for reintroducing the full capacity rule, they have asked the government to lift the curfew, saying measures have been put in place to adhere to the guidelines set by the Ministry of Health.
What the matatu sector is asking, the transport sector, is legitimate and real. I don't think anybody can argue with the idea of proper representation. What is so difficult to call all of us so that we can elect the leaders that we want?
There is no proper information on the ground about how this BRT is going to be run. So we'll be urging our colleagues in government to have a meeting with the sector so that we can get to know how to educate the sector players on what BRT is, how we intend to run it.
Amang'ana yokorua se county ya Murang'a no tukona chira Amang'ana Amayia yense moya bono mogoroba be muna sogo choro mugusi TV enkoro mugusi kobegete ni kiao kyogo kumanyia kogo semia na gokogokya tumirane chikoraga chinsa isato chiabutuko kumanyie ayo na yanda mange asenchira yobo ikirano kurende tato kunyuringa umutinyo yoiga okianda nigore umutienyi buo koinyura guseni go bakoteba ase Kenyamururonga Suicide Prevention Month ekarabono atogwanta gosegetana inga ebintu nabikonga ngaki to baise kwerusi obomoyo mutinyo yego kianda enekinga andonsia sole manyomo amato nkiago etera manyanga omusawo imokorana ere mirimo emechanda bwatenererie kurwa seki familia manyanga abwa sawo kolega si challenges ya gwetera nchire chiechi kwana nere gwetera soko kwana noyo mino naboko nyorango sibokire okoeresire nga emechando ya eneririe nekera koeresire naboko nyoranga kwa mukwanira Amang'ana elimo gusabire rirachenchie ekerengererikia naye manyaiga abanyamurere bagotebanga quitters never win and the winners never quit ibonge bintu nabigokongera ngaki ogutara guchiemiremo no kugoro kwa bwate gari yao bono nuko gorogo chirikera kwa yeo nilio kuba yebore meru gwakanira abane school fees gwakanira chi loan chi abande to baisagwe kora manyanga mambia naye na bibinto bigonchero ngoro kwa Denis Oru na koganiryo burigerero bya
oendete kurigereria Momugusi TV enkoro yomugusi
enkaninki enyomoninki eyamateninki minto Momugusi guchitorona konyara kwa batukumira na asomorobere bo basemi benka orabo gutwikira ritu kuria Alamisi chinsa inye mpaka isano umirana na iche Edith Joseph aka mama yao tobetogo semania tobetogo tebererania amo nabo igotogo beka na biyanga na kia mateito ebwenete koba ekomenya senchera yo morembe nimbe nkoreta ba pastaga nimbe nkoreta abantu a singi chokuru megano yabo muna korengana chinyumo cyanyare ko bachikoba ase amakiaya biamono sana karibu sana chinga kicho no monena abaseseni ayonsi mobe mokonyanyora kurwa TV ya Momugusi TV enkoro yomugusi.